Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into
Ball
it.
joint, constant velocity joint, is considered a component of the suspension unit with a steerable front axle. Its function is to provide a turning angle up to 70 degrees of the machine on the axis of motion with stabilization of the torque of the wheels of the right and left sides. As an articulation of transmission units, the inner ball joint connects the gearbox and drive shaft, and the outer one, in turn, the shaft and wheel hub. Design features. The part is an element of the drive shaft and is designed to transmit rotation from the power unit, engine, to the driving wheels of the car. The design provides angles of rotation of the leading front wheels, stabilizes their vibrations, minimizes noise effects arising from vibration. Basically, it is two halves of the semi-axle, hingedly connecting the differential with the hubs of the right and left wheels. The joint on the differential side is called the inner joint and on the wheel side the outer joint. The first one is movable and assumes a smaller turning angle. This part can change its physical length due to the extended splines. The second, ball type, allows you to get a larger turning radius. Their design is different and depends on the type of car, the index of the drive shaft. The inner half axle is larger than the outer one in size, weight, price. The working angle of the SHAUS is much wider and can vary within 50 degrees, while the inner joint does not exceed an angle of 20 degrees. Cam disc joints are used on heavy-duty tractors of high cross-country ability, for example, KRAZ 255. Tripod distinguished by the design of the spherical shape of the roller and fork. More often used on the car as internal half axles. Coupled cardan shaft. Two cardan shafts dock together to compensate for uneven rotation of each other. Principle of operation: this involves the transmission of rotation from the inner half axle to the outer half axle. At the same time, it is necessary to observe the requirement that the half axles are located at an angle of no more than 70 degrees to each other. A driven shaft coming out of a spherical-shaped housing, a drive shaft coming out of a spherical-shaped cam, a cage holding the balls. In their holes, steel balls, 6 pieces. When assembled, the device is as follows: steel balls held by a cage in spherical grooves between the body and the cam. The drive shaft, rotating, moves the balls through the grooves of the body and cam. As the drive shaft rotates, the force of the drive shaft is transmitted to the cage and then to the driven axle via the cam and the 6 balls, clearly visible in the photo. Troubleshooting: the CV joint is made of high-strength steels. However, malfunctions occur due to replacement with low-quality products, of which there are plenty on the market, use of poor quality, grease, abrasive dust entering the mechanism through a torn dust cover, unsatisfactory road surface, frequent twisting of the steering wheel as far as it will go. Equal angle joints are almost rolling bearings, with the cage having transverse grooves. This design provides for the possibility of changing the angles of the driving axle relative to the driven axle. Staying under constant dynamic load, the joints housing, balls and cam, balls are subjected to wear. As a result, gaps appear between them. And they become the cause of a specific noise coming from a broken branch, i.e. crunch. They come from the rolling of the balls on the grooves that are worked out or have roughness. But it should be remembered that the inner link of the hinge emits a sound signal about the presence of a malfunction, especially when driving a car on roads with potholes. Often you can hear the noise and on a straight highway. In the replacement of the joint set can be verified by rotating the wheel on a suspended car. In this case, the inner joint is strongly bent, and the specific sound of the malfunction manifests itself more. Lubrication: with timely service and maintenance, the service life of the ball joint on the car is quite long and sometimes equal to the life of the car. In order for the unit to work for a long time, it should be lubricated at the time. This is so easy if you know what brand to use for each part of the node. This is necessary to reduce the friction factor in the joints, prevent wear and tear on the parts, limit dynamic and static loads, protect the joints from corrosion. So, for our hinge nodes is better suited lubricant brand SHRUS4. It is characterized by high viscosity retention on the surface of rubbing and rotating parts. The consistency allows it not to melt in any season of operation. And it is necessary to change the grease when replacing the anther and installing a new unit. Replacing the anther, it is a rubber corrugated cover with a clamp on both ends. Visual inspection of the condition of the anther is checked by a full rotation of the front wheels to the stop. They should not have tears, cracks, traces of grease. What is fraud driving without it? The matter is in the penetration of articulations of dirt, abrasive dust, which slowly but persistently corrode the rotating surfaces. The situation leads to a large gap, for example, between the cam and balls. High wear and tear necessarily leads to the ball joints being torn out of the hub socket. In conclusion, understanding how a ball joint works is essential for grasping the mechanics behind vehicle suspension systems. This crucial component allows for smooth movement and flexibility, enabling your vehicle to navigate various terrains while maintaining stability. By facilitating the connection between the control arms and the wheel hub, ball joints play a vital role in ensuring a safe and comfortable driving experience. Remember, regular maintenance and inspection of these joints can help prevent costly repairs down the line. Thank you for watching, and we hope you gained valuable insights into the fascinating world of automotive engineering.